All right. We are back. Hour 2. Lost Initiative. Week 22. Undead. Our good boy returned to us. He's a 10 out of 10 dog. Let's continue.
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what is? I was like, I didn't leave. I'm a good boy. No.
No,
So, anyways,
no.
sorry. So, no, well, no. My apologies. All set now. So he comes rushing back to you guys to see to let you know what's going on, and he comes running, kind of like panting around the corner, and he's like, there's things fighting up there, a lot of them, and they're not dying. They're just fighting, and it's fighting, and it's not dying. They didn't notice me, so I got closer, and then I climbed up a cliff and got closer, and there's even more fighting on the other side, and it's not safe. It's not safe where we are. That I saw. More than my fingers and toes.
Oh, that's not that many.
Oh, I hate this guy.
He's a barbarian, okay?
I know he is. I know.
Jeez, stop judging, man.
Judge.
Different people have different
Okay,
lifestyles.
I'm also barbarian.
Being all Judge Mathis.
Hey.
Oh.
Let's see. If they're fighting each other. How you said he was gone for like 10 minutes?
He was, but he also did say that he was because he was spending time like climbing and stuff like that.
So if the noise stops during the day, I know it started earlier, but if the noise still stops, we take that time to try and push through where the area where the battle is taking place, I would say. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
Yeah. So usually it starts somewhere in the like late middle of the night. It starts late in the middle of the night. However, this time it's starting like just as the sun is going down. So that being said, you would be waiting potentially effectively until late morning.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Right. But it's that or deal with possibly that are skeletons or zombies or both. Probably skeletons, since I highly doubt there are any corpses around that just keep coming back to life.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like it's the land itself that is bringing it back. Like there's such negative
Like
energy
maybe it's
here.
Cursed and there's like a battle.
Yeah, like it's just endless battle.
Did they like relive it or
yeah,
something?
that exactly is where my thought process is going. Like this place is so heavy with
Out
negative
of character.
energy.
That's what I was thinking as well.
So that's what Thonk is putting together in his head.
Okay.
I don't know of at a game or in game any spell that would do that. So my guess is like it's just from a century of fighting and death in this area.
Or countless ages.
Yeah.
So how do you want to approach it? Do you literally just kind of want to wait it out where you guys are?
So Thonk will throw the idea of like waiting it out where we are, find somewhere safe, wait till the battling dies down, but obviously throwing it to the party and seeing what everybody else is thinking.
Everybody else?
I can try find another place.
Yeah. I'm not going to be able to do much.
Okay.
Or we sneak past.
Are we sneaky?
No, we're not. If Thonk laughed, he would laugh at that.
Thonk can't even laugh at a good
Thonk
joke.
had the capacity to laugh.
Yeah, wow.
Thonk felt joy in his dead, cold heart.
Did you guys want to have one of your own? Go and try to like sneak around and see what it is that you
It
can
would
find?
have to be Otto or Rye.
Grauman's actually pretty sneaky, brah. Don't judge.
I mean,
I'm sure you actually, you're probably wait. I'm not. I'm like the only one that's not.
I'm really not either. Like you would think I would be, but I'm just kind of okay at it.
Rye has invisibility.
I do have. So does Addo, though.
Oh,
He
okay.
just keeps forgetting.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have loud invisibility, which is sort of a hindrance to it.
It's like invisibility, but one of the requirements of the spell, one of the parts of the ritual is you have to step in mud. So like your boots are just like as you walk.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you guys.
I don't think we're gonna sneak.
If
I wouldn't count on it.
one of us wants to go forward though and get like a more than fingers and toes like amount of what we're dealing with, that might not be a bad idea.
So while they're sitting there, we find our place that we're gonna chill. Brahman says to Otto, "We could go see the battle."
Otto's eyes light up a little bit. We could go see the battle. Maybe we should go see the battle. He's smiling at Grauman.
All right, we're gonna go see the battle.
We're gonna go see the battle.
Well, that'll do it. There they go.
All right. Well,
Good luck.
You guys have control over your characters. Try to stay in unison and make your way around the corner.
Okay.
Oh man. Oh geez. Yeah, I was gonna say, do you care to roll stealthy checks? Are you trying to be as sneaky as possible?
we're gonna be
we're trying to be
sneaky.
sneaky.
Okay. So in this area here, you don't have to. Whoa, Maggie, 23, natty 20. That's amazing. In this area, you don't have to worry about like moving at half speed or anything like that, unless you happen to be like going upstairs, as you're going to be at half speed. But everything else, actually, you're going to be able to move at relatively normal speed. It's an area where the old roads are mostly intact. Otto, of course, stepped his boots in the mud. Oh, I'm not casting a spell. Ah, shit. Oh well. And is moving on with his 7 stealthy check. That's rough.
You know, maybe I should be invisible for this. Can I?
Yeah, don't worry. I've got Alexa. I'll ask her if you should be invisible. Alexa, should Otto use invisibility?
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
She doesn't know.
Okay, Alexa is like an extension of Siri, and again, I'm very new to Apple, and Siri is not very helpful. Siri is like, I'd be like, "Hey Siri, how do I get home?" And she'd be like, 2 + 2 = 74, and I'd be like, "What?
Don't
Alexa, Google. I miss Google.
Are you better than Siri? Let's be honest.
I like all AIs.
She likes all AIs, she said. So
He likes
Wow.
all AI. Oh my god, she thinks you're an AI.
I guess.
She thinks you're an AI.
We're in a simulation. We already know this.
Mathis is a VI at best. Okay. So you guys are. Do you want to cast that spell there, Bear?
Yeah.
Or
If you go
I
invisible, Grauman won't be able to see you though.
True, but I tell Grauman, I say, "Hey, buddy, you won't be able to see me, but I'll still be here, okay? I'll talk to you the whole time." What's that?
He said that's what my mom said.
oh,
Sadness.
Otto doesn't know how to respond to that, so he just,
He just
smiles,
goes invisible.
and then he plays his lute, and then he's invisible.
okay. So Otto is invisible, and you can follow along with Thonk, and I'm gonna give you a little invisible token there.
Thank you.
Because you're a
Grauman, not
ninja.
Thunk.
Whatever your name is.
Mhm.
All half orcs are the same. Make your way around the corner. You guys can move like another 20 feet or so before having to worry about making another stealth check.
Okay.
And as you go around the corner and look, what you're able to see ahead, and you don't need to make perception checks, you're able to see, it looks like up ahead, there is a dwarven guard that seems to be looking up a stairwell and trying to find out, like, there's a dwarven guard looking up a stairwell, trying to see where it is that, what's going on up there. You can hear that the battle sounds significantly closer. They don't seem to notice you. After a few moments of staring at them, kind of like looking intently, you can't still tell whether or not they're alive or not.
Okay. I'll just move up a little closer.
Okay. So you get closer, and you have to make me a perception check there, Otto.
Okay.
Otto.
Nice roll.
That's beautiful right there. You can finally see through like their big, thick, heavy helmets, or seeing little areas beneath their helmets for that. They are in fact skeletons wearing dwarven armor and carrying dwarven crossbows with a dwarven weapon at their side and dwarven shields on their back.
Odd. Can't quite see what they're looking at though, can I?
You cannot, but you can definitely hear a lot of battle going on up ahead.
Mm-hmm. I turn to Grauman. Does he see this as well?
Grauman does. As to whether Grauman sees the actual fact that they're skeletons, you have to roll me a perception check, Grauman.
Okay. Well, I'll just turn around and tell Grauman. Grauman, these are skeletons. These aren't dwarves.
They are dwarf skeletons.
Well, yeah. True. True.
The genius of Grom.
Oh, I put my hand on his leg. Hold on for a second. Let me go see. Let me get closer.
Grauman looks at his leg.
Oh man, things are so awkward now.
Otto moves ever so slightly closer.
Mm-hmm. Ever so slightly. 50
Ever so
feet.
slightly.
He's like just darts across a football field.
Full sprint.
Yep. So you get closer.
His little legs. He's like a corgi when he runs.
They still don't seem to notice you, but one of the things that you're able to see over there is there is above there another dwarven guard, but these other dwarven guards seem to be engaged with something else. That's where you can see a bit of the fighting happening from. They seem to be engaged with, it looks like, skeletons. They're actually fighting other skeletons, and they're swinging and they're blocking attacks and swinging and hitting attacks and whatnot, and they're all silently doing this these motions, this theater of combat in front of you.
Mm-hmm. So does it look like they're attacking with the intent to kill, or is it
absolutely with the intent of kill one another?
Okay. All right. I don't think I want to risk getting much closer than this.
Mm-hmm. They don't seem to notice you whatsoever. If you want to get any closer, I am going to force you to make a stealth check for me.
Sure. Okay. I think I'll with this information head back over to Grauman.
Okay, and you do so.
I say to Grauman, trying to get his attention again. Shh. Sorry. There's skeletons. They're fighting other skeletons.
I can see the skeletons.
There's more up ahead. I don't know why. They're killing each other.
Oh, it's like we said.
Yeah. It's just like we said. Are
Do
we?
you see any flames?
No. Hold on. He goes back. Stands there for a couple minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Goes back. No flames.
Oh. Well, almost the same.
Almost. We should go back and tell the others.
Okay.
And they do so.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna head back.
Okay. You guys are as cautious as you can be, making your way back there. But once again, they don't seem to notice you. They're just staring off intently off into the distance. Every once in a while, you hear like the twang of the crossbow is firing and crossbow bolts shooting off into the distance. And it might be like a sound of metal, or a sound of metal gets stoned, or whatever it might be on the other side. But you guys make your way back to the rest of the group, and
Otto plays a little ditty, poofs back out of invisibility. Oh, it's like he said.
Grauman, like claps.
It's like he said, there's a bunch of skeletons fighting other skeletons.
If Thonk asks for details, do you tell him like they were dwarven skeletons?
Yeah, you get all the little stuff. Yeah, they're wearing the dwarven armor. They got
They're
the
dwarf,
two separate
but they're
groups.
also skeleton. They're
Mhm.
dwarf skeleton.
Yeah, and I'm very encouraging to Grauman for his deductive skills as well.
So, I think Thonk would still suggest we find a place to camp out. We're not in a rush to get through here. Like,
Mhm.
Thonk obviously would like to get through here quickly, but he'd also like to get through here relatively alive. So
relatively alive.
Relatively alive. That's
I think it's the right place for that.
exactly. So he has no issues holding up for the night if the party wants to hold for the night. But if the party overwhelmingly wants to go fight skeletons, I mean, I'm not going to be like, good luck.
I'd like to avoid that.
Yeah, Rye's not about that.
guess
got
we
my
don't
fill
wanna
of the
battle
theater.
today. Grauman always wants to battle things. So.
That's true.
Okay. So you guys decide to hold out, to abstain, if you will, till it's going to get quiet again. Does everybody like maybe take little rests here and there? Don't want to overexert yourself by
Right.
being awake for too long or anything like that?
Mhm.
Gotcha. And so you do just that, trying to make sure that you are good to go for when it finally does get quieted down. Do you have any conversations with one another while you guys are doing this? Anybody that you want to engage with? Rye, Grauman, Otto, any one of you guys?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay. Awesome. Any drinking or anything like that? Or are you gonna try to keep sharp?
Yeah, I've seen what we're up against. I'm gonna think twice about it tonight.
Okay, awesome. So you guys are spends the rest of the time, assuming it might be loud till maybe midday. It'll get no. The combat continues through till midday. As a matter of fact, wait a second. I describe this as just as getting into nighttime. Sorry. So the combat continues through late into the night. Again, some of you guys getting some rest, some of you guys not, and finally it begins to quiet down around that same time that things really got loud before. So it was kind of like a little opposite of how it was doing. It starts to get quiet around that time. Who would be awake at this point? Doesn't really matter.
I mean,
roll that d4.
yeah.
Do it.
Who's what again?
Well, I would say it's Grauman's watch. So if you're going to keep the same exact watch, then we'll just say it was at Grauman's watch.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Grauman's the one that's awake.
Okay, there you go. So, Grauman, you start to notice that it's getting quiet. And we'll just assume everybody else is sleeping. You've already gotten some sleep earlier and whatnot, too. You weren't stupid.
Okay, and it's been like the battle has been going on for a while, and now it's quiet.
For countless hours, and now finally it's beginning to quiet down, yes.
Oh, maybe we go on the move then. Okay, so Grauman is going to wake up Thonk again.
Okay.
Okay. Thonk wakes up, listens intently. You said it's getting quieter. I'm assuming that stays as true.
Yep, it definitely seems to be significantly quieter now.
Okay. Still want to leave Otto and Rye to sleep and wait it out
Wait out what? I'm sorry.
till like they would wake up naturally and normally morning time. Let them sleep.
So you don't want to go while it's quiet? I thought your plan was to sneak by while it was quiet as opposed to just wait.
Oh, did it
wait until
completely
morning.
stop or is it still
Yeah.
going?
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
Grauman's waking up. He's like,
Oh, okay. Well, if it's stop, oh then
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
fine.
it's stop
F it.
now.
Yeah, no,
maybe
no.
we go. Maybe we go.
Yeah. No. Everybody wake up. Let's get going.
Okay.
I'm gonna- I'll
Give me
wake
2 seconds to finish
Yeah, I
getting
see
ready.
things flying around on the combat screen.
You
so.
you see nothing happening anywhere. You are a liar and a scoundrel.
That's
Really?
only
Did you
on
see?
Star Wars games?
Oh, that's right. That's right. What Star Wars game?
Yeah, we don't play Star Wars anymore.
Oh. I'm like so excited to play that too.
I know. I'm so excited to see Kanda and whatever the heck her name
Honor
is.
Nareem. Her name's
Yeah,
Doc.
Nareem.
It's like the easiest thing. She's a medic and her name's Doc.
I mean, I suppose the problem is I need originality for me it to be memorable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Well, her
Right.
name's actually Kailiki. You could call her that. And so,
I'm just kidding. I'm just busting balls. But so almost done here for you guys. You actually can start moving now if you would like to see what it is you see. Now, before you move, who is it that's going to move forward? Do you want everybody to continue rushing up, or how is it going to go this time?
I guess Grauman and Otto could check first, and then we could kind of keep like motioning people to come forward,
Yeah,
type of thing.
let's do
Okay.
that.
So why don't you guys move forward, and I will describe what you see as you see it. Okay, that should be good for now. So as you guys are getting closer, you notice how everything's a bit different. As you guys get closer, you no longer see that there is a bunch of dwarven guard that are standing there, skeletons inside armor and whatnot. As a matter of fact, standing there, kind of floating ever so slightly above the ground, are these strange dark shapes. These like almost wisping shapes that have a little bit of a shape to them. So it's strange shapes. They have a little bit of a form to them that looks like that one's holding a crossbow. Maybe that other one is too. But as you guys get closer and closer, Otto, do you cast invisibility or no?
Yeah, I think I would. Go
Okay,
ahead and do it.
Grama, make for me a stealth check, please.
All right, we'll see how this goes.
Okay, so as you guys get closer and closer, Grauman's trying to make his way forward, and we'll say at some point in time, he kind of is like, Otto, where are you? Or whatever, Mom, or whatever the case may be. And so all of a sudden, there's like a strange, almost whispering sounds that picks up in the area, like,
Otto.
and so you guys notice that the shapes start to like move like a little bit more and like these like wavy kind of like quick motions. They're not moving very fast. They're not moving very large motions, but they're definitely starting to pick up a bit more motion as you guys are drawing closer and whatnot. What do you do?
There's motion, Otto.
Quiet.
Oh, sorry.
Otto slowly approaches the shapes.
Okay.
They see through invisibility. They gang up on you. You're dead.
So Otto slowly approaches the shapes. Otto, do me a favor. Make for me a stealth check with advantage, please, and thank you.
Right on, right there. Bam.
Woo! Hail!
Oh my God! And in true Otto fashion, despite advantage and being invisible, you still roll garbage on your
No. You have luck. You could re-roll that.
Does that apply?
Yes.
It does.
Yes, literally any D20 roll you want to, luck can apply for you.
Hell yeah. So just roll another D20 then, right?
Yes, and you get to choose which one of them you want.
Oh, that's great. Well, let's take
Hey,
the 9. How about the 9?
No, that's +3.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, how about a 10?
There you go. So you choose to get 8, 9, 10. Oh man, you roll very lucky. So
yeah.
actually, with your 10, you're able to get up closer, and once again, they're like moving significantly more, and they almost seem to like be like turning slightly or swirling slightly. Like you're able to see that the shapes that make up these very vaguely dwarven figures, they're turning towards you and almost like trying to sense a presence in the area, trying to feel whether or not something's there. They're trying to find you.
And I noticed this, I'm sure.
You most definitely noticed this. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Otto had been curious at first and, slightly inched closer. And now, seeing that the shapes are beginning to turn their attention toward him, Otto starts to slowly back up, just as slowly as he was approaching.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice and easy. Just gonna go ahead and
Roll me your stealth check again, sir.
go back to Grauman right now. Thanks.
I just looked at.
Thank you. Just I'm not here anymore. There's the stealth. I'm gone.
Hey, oh, wow, what a
There we
beautiful
go.
roll.
I'm good.
Oh, snap.
That was
Is it a disadvantage?
perfect.
Advantage.
Oh my God, that was perfect. With advantage, you got your 23. That's
you
amazing.
wrecked it.
They definitely don't notice you, and after you make your way back to Grauman and stay perfectly still for a little while, they still don't seem to notice Grauman quite yet. Eventually, they kind of seem to be calming down a bit and going back to that just slightly enhanced motion that they were doing the first time you seem to have triggered them or something. You know what I mean? It's like alert level went from 3 back to 1.
Okay. On your scale of 1 to 4.
All
Yes,
being
of course.
foul.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
in Overwatch mode.
yeah. So, what do you do when you get back to Grauman?
I say, I think they almost saw me.
They were looking over here.
What are they?
They are. Wait, are they not dwarf skeletons anymore?
No, they seem to be shadowy creatures that are vaguely in the shape of dwarves. Very vaguely.
Hmm.
They are shadow and dwarf. They're shadow dwarf.
She's so good at that. Or he's so good at that.
Grauman's really good at it.
Just naming shit. Real good.
Yeah.
He's like putting it in his book now.
Otto, for 3/4 of a second, has to think about that one, and then says, "We gotta go tell the others," and just starts moving back toward the group.
But we need to go that way.
They're blocking us, and I think they can see me.
Oh, maybe we climb. Grauman looks up.
That is definitely an option. You guys are more than welcome. to try to say scale this area right here, or if you want to, even one of the taller areas back here a bit.
Well,
As you can see, you can't even see the all the way up that little cliff ledge thingy because it is really high up there. So of course I had to dynamic light cut that off because I can't have you see the entire battlefield. Come on.
is levitate a ritual spell for you or no?
No, it is not. Levitate is a spell. Ding, 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 ding
Yeah.
on his loot. But it is concentration. So if he does, I'm 99.9% sure it's concentration. So that being said, he would have to drop his invisibility to cast the levitate.
Right. How many times can he do it?
Yeah. How many people can you levitate at once? How many targets?
Let's see. For one, duration is there. It actually does not say concentration. Yes. So you can one creature or object of your choice up to 20 feet. Duration is up to 10 minutes, and it's one creature or object of your choice.
How many times a day?
His loot can cast that once.
Oh, so we can only do it one time. So that doesn't help us then.
Oh wait, so then was invisibility only once too?
If that was from your loot, then invisibility is only once. But you did it like a long rest, so you were fine because you like rested throughout the course of the day waiting.
Yeah.
The target of the levitate spell can weigh up to 500 pounds, and unwilling creatures have to make a saving throw. So you're aware.
How high does that wall look? Like here and going up.
Sorry, I want to see where you were pinging. Okay, so on that wall over there, that one seems to be like a solid 60 feet. So definitely scalable by somebody as skilled as Grommen.
Can Garmin look up and like see where the least amount?
Actually, yeah. So over here seems to be the lightest area.
Is there a second lightest area that's further away from them?
No, it's sadly like literally from here. Actually, let me get my ruler out for you. This is literally the lightest spot for you. This like 15-foot gap. Once you go over here, it gets extremely heavy, and over here is like medium.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, let's go back and tell the others. What's up?
Okay.
How do we want to do this?
All right, Otto, go for it. Tell them what we saw.
Ryan and Axel are just eating, and he's been staring at her like kind of awkwardly because she's been totally normal for like 3 days now and hasn't exhibited like any powers at all. He's like a little bit confused by it, and she's just kind of like, what are you looking at? And they're just eating food.
Otto comes back up to the group. Well, the skeletons are gone. Now there's shadows.
Shadow dwarves.
Yeah, shadow dwarves. Shadow. Otto's just like, as he's saying it, he doesn't want to believe it. But
they are shadow dwarves.
So Thonk just
shadow
says
dwarves.
ghosts, specters.
Shadow dwarves.
Let's see.
Wait, so are they the shadows of real dwarves, or are they just... I'm confused.
So, like, imagine there's a dwarf, and then you've got the dwarf's shadow, right? So take the shadow off the ground and then stand it up. That's what's there.
And no dwarf.
No
But
dwarf.
the shadow looked like dwarf, so it's a shadow dwarf.
Shadow dwarf.
Yeah.
I look over at Thonk. Shadow dwarf?
Thonk just says ghost, specter.
So when he says ghost specter, can you do me a favor, please, Otto? Roll for me a Arcana check.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
Boink.
12 is not very good. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Unless you want to use Lady Luck. You have 2 more of those. Actually, a day. So literally tomorrow you get them back.
Don't let him
Yeah, absolutely.
It is-
Don't let him do it to you.
It's not even like a
Make
session.
wisdom.
Wait a minute. Oh, are you trying to deceive me? Well, good job.
Well, I mean, you never use them. Oh, there you go. 17 friggin', that's beautiful. So you choose to take the 17, of course. And one of the things that you realize is your loot has another spell. Because he said ghost or specter. You realize, oh, these are in fact undead things. Your loot has another spell that's built into it. I think it's also concentration as well. I have to double check that. But it's protection from evil.
Yes.
Protection from evil
How am I
has...
that stupid?
I can answer that question if you'd like, but we have a lot of people watching. So...
Yeah, no, this it's not prepared though. That's the problem. Fuck it, never mind. That's why I didn't do it and prepare it. How did I not prepare that?
What are you talking about?
Okay, I will allow you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, but because you are that stupid with disadvantage,
That's
DC 12. If you beat it, Thonk would have remembered to have prepared that
Yeah, because
spell.
if we're going into like, so I have a level 1 spell, it's protection from good and evil, and that would just make us invisible.
Oh.
Wisdom
Oh,
from the undead.
this isn't hide from undead, the 3.5 spell. This is protection from good and evil. I have concentration up to 10 minutes. One creature ranges touch until the spell ends. One creature that you touch is protected from certain types of creatures: aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attacks against the creature. The target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on saving throws against the relevant effect. So, three-way protection against a slew of
Right,
of
I failed
things.
the
including
save.
undead.
It's not prepared, so that's fine.
Okay. No surprise there.
And I can only turn chat. I can only turn undead one undead per day. It's absolutely awful.
Right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I say we climb wall.
That might be our best bet. Fight. I mean, the thing, like, if we fight ghosts, magic can hit them. Magic weapons can hit them.
What is my protection from evil is similar to his?
It's the same spell. Yeah.
It's
Same as your spell, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Same.
Yep. It really is a great spell in the few. Like, let's say you were against that fey creature on the island from before. When it charmed you guys, this is like against things like that.
Mm.
Well, we could try and climb. What kind of check is a climb though? Athletics.
Athletics. It is athletics. You can. I would allow you to do acrobatics in
That's
this
even
one.
worse for me.
But because the way that it's set up, the acrobatics, you would have a slightly higher DC with the acrobatics.
We may just want to just blast through them at this point. Like,
And just to answer what Maggie was saying there with the climbing gear, problem is climbing gear is very loud and you're trying to be stealthy.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like whether it be pythons that you're trying to smack into the side of the thing, or grappling hooks you're throwing up, or whatever the case may be.
I thought what we can maybe consider
You can free climb with it, but
is distraction, where Otto creates some sort of visual for all the skeletons to look at, some massive thing that they're distracted by, so we have some time to climb up.
It would still
Yeah,
take.
while the distraction is going on, I'll just hammer in a thing.
I don't know how. I mean, we could try it, but God forbid we climb. One of us fails, falls, hurts themselves, makes noise, and then we have to fight them anyway.
This is one of the places that I'm sorry, 1 second, Bear. This is one of the places where a climbing gear is still effective even when being quiet. You can use the rope to tie around each other. So let's say Gromman free climbs, but he's tied to everybody else, so you guys are safe once Gromman's safe. Sorry, you
Gromman
guys
has
go.
idea.
Wait, I have idea.
Mm-hmm.
Gromman pulls out the two swords.
Oh yeah, you can turn into a bird or
And
wings.
his arms become wings, and he becomes a birdman.
So
Otto
Gromman, you legit doing this? Like you pull out your two swords and just start flapping them like excitedly, like
And my feet become talons.
When he starts doing this, Otto's looking at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then the transformation starts, and I all of a sudden am enamored by it.
I'm going to describe this for you guys because this is awesome and it's the first time it's happening. So Gromman pulls out the swords and very excitedly just starts, like, we'll say slowly, and then kind of getting comfortable with the motion. Very increasing speed, starts flapping his arms. It is your action to activate this. So all of a sudden you see Gromman's what are they called? Swords in Gromman's hands. The very end of the swords start, it's hard to see at first, but they make a slight transformation where literally the tips of the swords themselves become like clawed hands. And then feathers start to grow up outside of the sword very slowly at first, as like the metal itself is growing feathers and sprouting out and growing kind of like wider and thicker and whatnot. But then it gains speed as it goes and going all the way up Gromman's arms and all the way to his shoulders, and even barely touching him back where his shoulder blades meet, barely touching him back, completely covered in feathers there. So Gromman's wingspan is now for not only his normal wingspan, but also plus the length of the sword as well, ending with clawed hands. And then Grommen's whole body, even though the feathers are only on his arms, the rest of his body also takes slight transformations as well. So like, for instance, Grommen's facial features become slightly more narrowed. You can see that like bits of his hair become a lot like lighter, almost like you got a feathered cut from a great hairdresser. No, his whole body gets a little bit more slender, and as Maggie was just saying there, even his legs transform ever so slightly to have more of like an avian look to it, where like the knees bend slightly differently, so it has like the kind of double bend look to it, the backwards knee, and the feet end with like taloned claws. So Grommen's whole body does this like crazy transformation, turning him kind of into this like bird-like creature. I always forget how to pronounce the name of that creature, the Eva creature. But look. What is it?
I said okay. That's all I just said. Okay.
You know what I'm talking, Maggie. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Maggie knows what I'm talking. So anyways, looking like kind of like one of those creatures, and I'm sorry. So looking kind of like this, like a mesh between. It's like a half orc, half man, half bird, half what? And Grommen's kind of like standing there before you guys, and after this transformation ends, Grommen's just really happy with himself, like the smile on his face when he realizes he also has feathered arms and whatnot. Maggie, please take over.
All right, I'm gonna fly up in the air, and
it's like Aarakocra, something like that.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce it. Too many vowels. Can't do it. Sorry.
How can I fly up to the top of these, or?
Absolutely, Maggie. You actually have your speed, as we had said beforehand, as a fly speed. So your speed is what, 40 normally? So you have that as a fly speed.
All right, I'm gonna fly. Can I get
Why
up
is
here
this?
at all?
Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Is roll 20 not? Okay, that's
It
weird.
doesn't let me go up there.
You got to go like around. Scott built like a invisible wall here.
Oh yeah, you're gonna teleport me.
Oh, really? Oh, that's funny. What I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to change the ruling on that. Sorry, my mouse is not working on this correctly. Restricted movement. Bam! You can now move yourself, Maggie.
Oh, shit.
You don't
Grommen
need me.
flies around, and then he turns around. What does he see? What is this happening here?
Give me 1 second. I just got to reload myself into roll 20. It is being hiccupy. Happens all the time. What do you expect? There's trillions of us using it at once.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Okay. So you see what you see. So as you go up over that lip, as you go over that top to see, you notice that there wasn't just the battle that you had seen kind of like before happening over here. So there were the dwarves that kind of hanging back, and there were a few kind of fighting up and off to the left over there. Clearly there was a path to the right as well, where more dwarves were in combat with more orcs. And then up off to your right, there's a big group of them where it looks like a whole bunch of dwarves were standing phalanx around each other, and are now kind of like are still like we're standing phalanx as part of a combat from beforehand. However, as I'm describing this, and there's like a whole bunch of other orcs kind of around in positions where archers would have been to have shot and whatnot. As I'm describing this combat is no longer happening. They're very still. So yes, you can see the vague shapes of these dwarves there. Yes, you can see the vague shape of these what are they called? Orcs that are standing there. All that definitely, but they are very, very still in their positions, kind of like looking at each other, just kind of like blankly staring at each other. As you definitely come flying up over the ledge, make for me a perception check, please, Maggie. Perception, 15. So one of the things that you notice as you go up over there is they seem to notice you, because all of them are kind of like moving with a bit more excitement, as I had described it beforehand as you were nearing the ones before. So they are moving with a bit more excitement than they were prior. They seem to be aware of your presence. But there's a considerable number of them. Would Grommen like to count how many there are?
No. Grommen goes over the ledge, and then he's like,
fingers and toes. All right, where did you fly off to? Give me one. Oh, there you are. So you kind of like head back down and make your way back over that way. Awesome. And you see what it was that you had seen beforehand. And I imagine you're trying to keep like a bit of height above them. Yeah. And so because you have that height above them, you can see exactly what you're doing right now. That's where the dwarves were before that you kind of came around the lip. There's that path that I was just talking about. You can see it goes off to the side over there. You can see the other ones. There's even more like beyond this, but you can definitely tell that that's where the bulk of everything is.
All right, I'm gonna fly back down to the rest of them.
Absolutely.
When I was flying, did I see my hawk friend or my hawk friend at all? My eagle friend?
You did not see it, no.
Oh, I think they killed him. No, I don't know.
Good.
Grumman is gonna land, and I see many, many more. Were they all like the shadow dwarves?
Yes, except some of them were shadow orcs as well.
I see many, many shadow dwarves. And there were shadow orcs too. I don't think we can climb. I think we must battle.
Thong kind of nods dejectedly a little bit and he's like, I agree. The more we learn, the more it seems it's impassable without a combat of some sort.
I have a question. Why are we here?
This was the quickest route. If you remember correctly, Thong suggested staying on the road and taking the long way around. But everybody was like, nope, let's do this.
Rye was team long way, and then Thonk was like, well, I guess we could go through the fucking woods.
No. Thonk did not say that.
Yes,
that was
he
not
fucking did.
Thonk. Thonk wanted the safe road.
No, you fucking did it. All
Yes,
right.
I did.
Check that
Go
file.
back and watch the
Crushed under
episode.
peer pressure.
I'm not saying that you didn't
Ramen
either,
and
Rye.
tallow.
I think I might have been on team shortcut, honestly.
You were. You definitely were. I think Grommen
was the
Grommen like a half started a sentence and you were like, yeah, let's do that way. It sounds way more fun. Lurkwood? I wonder what's lurking there.
Uh-huh. Magic mushrooms. Oh, yeah, let's go that way.
So that's why we're here, by the way. We're shortcutting. Listen, man, it's like that Venn diagram that people tweet out. It's like 3 different things, but you can't get all 3. So if you want quick, you can't have easy.
Yeah.
But if you want easy, it can't be quick.
Unless you're with me. Huh?
Hey,
Hey. Adder 2017. All right.
only Grommen would know.
I mean, I guess, yeah. if it's
Let's
gonna-
fight. We're gonna do it.
Fucking fight.
Let's fucking fight.
Does Thonk have turn undead?
Yeah, he gets to do it 1 time a day. It's
Okay.
very
On
great.
one enemy. One
On
single-
one enemy. Turn
And
on
what does it do?
Garbage.
What is your well,
it
that's
will
because that's not your shtick.
at this level. It will if they fail, they'll die. Starting at 5th level, when an undead of CR 1/2 or lower fails its saving throw against my turn undead, the creature instantly is destroyed.
Let's just hope that it's a CR 1/2 or lower.
I only get to pick 1 out of like the 30 that are there. So I mean, like,
I'm just saying, what if it's a CR what is it, 17 out of 32? I'm just saying.
then we're
You
screwed.
know what I mean? Yeah, look at that. So you guys, what's your course of action? What's your plan of attack if you choose to attack them?
I think we should sneak up on that batch right in the hallway in front of us, right?
I think I should fly up in the air, carry Rye, and drop her on them.
Oh, drop a fucking scorching fireball of death from above. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
God damn it! Why am I evil? I can't use Spirit Guardians. It's necrotic damage, so it just heals them. But if
mean,
I was good or neutral, it'd be radiant damage.
Why are you evil? I don't know. This is a really good conversation. Why, Mathis, did
Yeah,
you choose
why-
to play?
Are you evil?
Yeah, why?
Why did you fuck with the alignment of the entire group?
Yeah.
The alignment of the group is all over the place.
No. The alignment of the group is let's have a good time and get drunk while doing it. And you chose, I'm going to be a dick.
I disagree.
He's a dick with a purpose, damn it.
Ramen is like
Exactly.
true
I'm down for Operation Ride Bomb.
neutral. Man.
I like Operation
Operation
Rybomb,
Rybomb.
especially now that it has a dope name. Like that,
Yeah.
that alone, I think, needs to make it happen.
So how does Rybomb work? What is the plan with this one?
Grumman picks Rye up,
Mm-hmm.
and then Rye casts Fireball on the group.
And as Rye is dropping down and casting Fireball, auto casts Levitate on her, so she gracefully descends from the
Oh
sky.
no, I just carry her.
Oh, you're just gonna like
Yeah. I
lift
just
her
swoop
down.
around, and I'm
Okay,
like,
that's even better actually.
I
I,
mean,
like that a
he
lot.
just, like,
I have a cloak that does a lot of damage in an area when I land.
I'm gonna.
And
Oh.
that, and see, and then so fireball down, and then you freaking land on them and finish them all.
Oh
off.
yeah, you know what? We don't even have to do anything. Rye can just take care of it.
And then I'm gonna. Before we go into combat, I'm going to cast a spell on Grommen and give him +2 AC. And give you Shield of Faith.
Oh, you're gonna give it to Grommen, the guy with 18 AC.
And I can also
Because
give it,
it's from an orcish
Good.
god.
Yeah, good. Yeah, makes sense.
I can
Oh,
also
oh.
give it to you, Rye. Don't worry.
Not the 13 or 14 AC characters, the 18 AC one that also has an AC ring. That's
Because then when Grommen goes in, nothing will be able to hit Grommen.
That is, I mean, I kind of like it.
Because then I just taunt and keep things hitting me.
Yeah.
And
do
you
you
guys
taunt
just.
though? Or do they go, we can't hit that one. Let's hit the other ones.
Well, they're undead. Let's
And
hope
then
they're.
we fucking
But
die.
that's why sometimes I have to use my action as a intimidate instead of.
So two things I have to mention here. The first one is there's a very limited time frame on how long those wings work for you, Maggie. And I think I said it was 1 minute. I'm almost positive I told you it lasts for 1 minute, and it's usable like once a day or whatever. So you can't just keep doing it infinitely flying around with him. However, keep turning back to that loop. You do have another spell on your DOS loot. If you're on your character sheet there, Otto, and go over to the click into the tab that says bio, I have all the spells listed right there for you. Would you like to point out what one of those spells say? Mind you, what is it?
That says fly.
Oh, you could have a flying rye.
That does have, yeah.
Yeah.
Fly
And then the other
plus
thing I want
rye.
to point out is somebody actually said that we need to have like a comic or an episode where Thonk questions Mathis as to why am I evil, and I'm just like, that is like, look, why am I evil?
Why?
And you have to explain it to him.
Creator, why am I? I wanted to help people.
I
Why
thought
did
I
you
was
make-
made in your image, but you are frail and meek. Like, hey, sorry.
That's like endgame. We're
yeah,
like
yeah.
30, and this happens.
You guys get 11th level spells and you start entering
Finally
meta
meet
stuff.
God, and it is Mathis.
Oh man. That's the ultimate reveal at the end. You just spoiled it for everybody.
Sorry.
Okay, so we can jump to our next break and then come back and just kind of like jump into this and see what happens, get ourselves through this pass,
drop
find out what's
into
on the other side.
All right.
Drop in. Oh, nice. Nice. I know you have a plan. You're excited about your plan. Rye luckily hasn't spent any spells, so she still has all of her spells that are allotted to her. There's so many of them. So if Rye is going to fly and drop some heat on these guys, what is the plan for everybody else?
Otto is I mean, I might be in cheerleader mode again, to be honest.
Hey, you're making me fly.
Yeah, that's important, and I've got my
It's a concentrate too, I think. So you have to concentrate, right? To make
But
it.
but that doesn't mean he can't cast other spells. That just means he can't cast other concentrate spells.
Yeah, maybe like bardic inspirations or something.
I've
Mhm,
got
yeah.
that. I've got dissonant whispers I can use. It's not concentration too.
So any spell that you have that are not concentration, you can totally still use those. And your two different types of bardic inspiration can be used either as a bonus action or a reaction, depending on if you're using inspiration or cutting words. So awesome. So we know that Otto will be casting combative spells while potentially buffing, debuffing, and concentrating on Rye. Rye will be dropping bombs.
Grommen is just gonna fly in and just like, what do you call it? Bowling ball into there.
Awesome.
Destroy
Grom is
them
just gonna.
all.
Because he feels all buff. He's got that extra AC. He's got like
Hell yeah,
extra armor on his.
he's a badass right
skin.
now.
I don't know
And-
what your AC spell is. What is it called?
Shield of Faith. Shield of Faith, yeah.
Okay.
So you actually feel the blessing of Grumsh on you. It's actually the spell that I cast on all of your characters when you were doing that favor for those clerics. That's why all of you guys had the buffed up AC. And then I imagine Thonk is gonna be like, "Yep, guys, let's go fight them," and then kind of like sneakily hang back and then kill the werewolf while nobody's watching.
Oh wait.
So-
Turn Undead.
He's upset that I found this plan.
Turn Undead's way better than I thought.
So what does Turn Undead for you,
Oh,
sir?
it's-
What is your channel divinity?
So it's gonna be any undead that I can see within 30 feet of me.
And it can.
It'll destroy them if they fail. If not, no, they just got destroyed now. It looks like it used to be they are for 1 minute turned, but at 5th level they become destroyed.
I remember when I used to play 2E and that would happen. I'd be like, "Oh, they're not running away anymore. They're finally blowing up."
Yeah,
I love skelly bombs.
So it's within 30 feet. So that'll probably be the first thing I do is get as many within vision of 30 feet and just try and turn all of them.
Yeah.
So you literally want to rush in with Grommen and kind of like hit that first wave, that first wall of dwarven ones by yourself, and then have Rye fly in and drop the bomb on the big ones that we had seen before.
Yeah, why don't we do that?
And Otto will try to keep with you guys so she can keep so Otto will hang back with you guys.
Thok comes up with a spell and suddenly Ryan Addo is sidelined. Feels good, man.
No, you go to the next group. There's like 3 groups.
See you guys after the break.
Sam!
See you guys after the break.
Yeah.
That's it.
Why are we still here?